Good afternoon. Here is the national news from our studio, BGI TV. Baba Gbagede Imo TV. I am Sanut Olakomi Ajikade. First, here the major headlines. Insecurity, attack on Lagos Ibadan Way, not unexpected, Gani Adams. Airport remodeling, federal government to demolish FAAN, NAMA, and NCAS buildings. Kidnappers attack highway in Ekiti State, abduct 4 travelers. NDLEA arrests 48 suspects, convict 5 in Edo. Police arraign landlady for killing tenants, dumping corpse. And lastly, on sport news, Home Eagles begin preparation for Costa Rica friendly. Now hear the news in details. Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, Ìbà Gani Abiodun Adams, said the protracted attack on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway was not unexpected, saying that raised the alarm on the imminent attack much earlier, even as the major road linking the southwest to the other parts of the country is becoming too fertile for travelers. Ààrẹ Adams, in a statement by his special assistant on media, Kehinde Aderemi, stated further that the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway is too strategic to the southwest region and Nigeria as a whole. He added that the Southwest Security Stakeholders Group, SSSG, under his leadership had earlier raised the alarm last year, while seeking partnership with the security agencies on the need to provide the needed surveillance along the road. The Yoruba journalism pointed out the alarm raised by the SSSG was contained in a letter dated November 4, 2022, which she said was forwarded to both Oyo and Ogun governors, state commissioners of police, and the director of state security services (DSS) in these 2 states. The federal government has announced plans to demolish the Lagos building of Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria (FAAN), Nigeria Airspace Management Agency (NAMA), and the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority (UNCAS), to the ambition of turning the Murtala Mohammed Airport, Lagos, to an aerotropolis. Speaking in Lagos, the Minister of Aviation said Adi Sirika said the demolition was part of the Ministry of Aviation's road map to the aviation industry and particularly for Lagos Airport to become aerotropolis. National Economy Report that aerotropolis is a metropolitan area developed in and well beyond the airport premises. It involves the development of an airport-based city with air travel at its core surrounded by commercial, educational, entertainment, healthcare, and hospitality centers. The aerotropolis concept came about and airport evolved as drivers of business location and urban development in the 21st century in the same way as highway did in the 20th century. It encompasses aviation-dependent businesses and the commercial services support them and the multitude of air travelers who pass through the airport annually. Kidnappers attack highway in Ekiti State. No fewer than 4 travelers have been abducted along the Irele-Ekiti-Okeako highway in the adjoining local council development area of Ekiti State. It was learned that the victims who were returning to Ibadan, Oyo State, on Sunday after attending an event in Kogi State were ambushed by a gang of armed robbers who took them into the forest. The state commander of Amotekun Corps, retired Brigadier Joe Komolafe, confirmed the incident. According to Komolafe, the operatives were already combing the forest in the area in search of the captives. A community leader in Irele Ekiti, Kehinde Abejide, who spoke to journalists after the incident, lamented that the attacks have become incessant. The government appears to be doing nothing despite the hue and cry of the people. Though we have in the past made local arrangements here relating to security, it can never be enough to confront these people. There is the need for a military post between Irele and Okeako to foster attacks by these gunmen. he told the news agency of Nigeria. The agency also seized 7,379 kilograms of cannabis, certified other psychotropic substances such as cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, codeine based on syrup on destroyed 10 farmlands, or cannabis measuring 8.236067 hectares in the state within the period under review. The Edo State Command of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) yesterday announced that it has arrested 40 suspected cannabis dealers and secured the conviction of 6 others in the month of October. The state sector commander of the NDLEA, Buba Wakawa, made the disclosure in Benin in an interview with journalists. We arrested 48 suspects and secured the conviction of 6 other drug traffickers. Among the arrested suspects are 39 males and 9 females. Also, we intercepted 3 vehicles and 1 motorbike used in conveying the illicit drugs, he added. Wakawa, while commending the people of the state for supporting the agency, appealed for more intelligence report on activities of drug merchants in the state. Police arraigned landlady for killing tenants, dumping corpse. A woman, Cecilia Idowu, has been arraigned before on Odo State Chief Magistrate Court, sitting at Akure, the state capital, for allegedly killing her tenant, Stephen Arino, and burying his corpse in a well. The incident occurred on Okegbala Street, Okeagba, Akoko Northwest local government area of the state. The 55-year-old woman was arraigned on 2 counts bordering on conspiracy and murder. The police prosecutor, Mr. Simon Wada, said the defendant conspired with others at large to commit the offences, saying she gave Arno palm oil to drink at midnight, which resulted to his death. Wada said the offences contravened Section 516 and 316 of the Criminal Code Law of Ondo State 2022. The prosecutor, in an application, ordered the court to remand the defendant in the Olokuta Custodial Center, Akure, pending the issuance of advice from the Directorate of Public Prosecutors. By the defense counsel, A. Adedire, prayed to the court of an adjournment to enable him to file a contract affidavit to the application sold by the prosecutor. The Chief Magistrate Musa Ali Yunus adjourned the case till October 31st, 2022 for ruling on the remand on application. And lastly, on sport news, the home-based Super Eagles started preparation for the international friendly against Costa Rica in Ibadan on Monday. The game is billed for St. John's on November 10. A number of under-23 players who were part of the squad that faced Tanzania in the 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifiers trained under the supervision of Salisu Yusuf. The team is based at the Owu Crown Hotel. A number of foreign-based players are expected to link up with the team later. The players and their officials are expected to travel to St. George for the game on Thursday. Costa Rica will use the game as part of their preparation for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in the Qatar. And that concludes the national news for this hour. Please kindly join us on all our social media handles. On Facebook as Gbagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Follow the page and share. And on YouTube as Baba Gbagede Imo TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and comment under the comment section. And on Instagram as Gbagede Imo _22. And for the placement of your advert, please call the number showing on the screen. But before we go, here's some of the major headlines once again. Insecurity, attack on Lagos Ibadan Way, not unexpected, Gani Adams. Airports remodeling, federal government to demolish FAAN, NAMA, Incas, buildings. Kidnappers attack highway in Ekiti State, abduct 4 travelers. NDLEA arrest for a suspect, convict 5 in Edo. Thanks for always listening to our video on BGI TV. Thank you.